Wow. No, I really mean that because, I was crying tonight earlier at what some of the awardees were talking about, and then seeing this. Oh my God, it's so sweet. As a litigator, um, I should know when to shut up, and so I should probably do that now, let that speak for me, and not let you hear out of my own mouth anything that makes me less than that. But nevertheless, I'm going to go forward. I really am very, very honored to be here to share this very special night with the phenomenal educators who are tonight's award winners. It really is your night. You all should feel remarkable, and I really hope you do celebrate because you really are an inspiration. As you can see from the people who've shown up to celebrate for you, we've got politicos, we've got higher education officials, and most importantly, your families. Your work touches not simply the lives of the children with whom you work every day, but also the larger community, even though you are sadly recognized all too infrequently. You've really chosen a path that unfortunately does not receive the esteem or the financial rewards that you so richly deserve, even though you have taken on what is our collective responsibility to take care of our children, and particularly our less fortunate children. You've taken that on your shoulders and you've carried forward your amazing work. You've really dedicated your lives to enriching those lives of our most vulnerable citizens, and you often have too little resources to do your work. And I really think for that we should be ashamed as a society. Nevertheless, PACE is an organization that is dedicated to helping you bridge the gap so that you can fulfill the needs of the specific communities that you serve. As I began to look for board opportunities many, many years ago, everybody calls me young, but I feel like I'm pretty old. But I think I hold up pretty well when I put a little spackle on. Thank you. PACE really was a very natural fit. My mother and my aunt are retired educators. My father was an educator for a short time, and my maternal grandmother was a lifelong educator, having attained 2 master's degrees in a time where a woman, and especially a Black woman, was told that she couldn't achieve simply because of her gender and her race. And although I now sit on the boards of 5 different organizations, and they are all dedicated to improving lives in some form or fashion because that is my passion, PACE has always held my heart. And the impact that it seeks to help make is really far-reaching. As educators, you all are sometimes the only positive role models in the lives of the children that you serve. That's really an awesome responsibility, and your willingness to provide the nurture and support that children so desperately crave is something that each one of us in this room applauds. So I want to give you all a round of applause again, and I want to say thank you very much. All right, so while our applause and our thanks can go a long way, what I want to do is ask everyone to look at their tables. Look for this. Does that come through clear? And I want each one of us in this room to commit to giving something, even if it's just $1. I mean that very seriously, and I'm used to being listened to and respected, so no laughing back there. Put the money in the envelope, please. I say that because, sometimes you got to break out your whip. And I say that because you all have had a lot of drinks. You've had good food, and the least you can do is pay it forward just a touch by giving something. I really mean that. And I will be standing at the door with my baby, making sure that you have given a little something. I have truly put my money where my mouth is, but I do ask you, please skip the Starbucks tomorrow and give something. And with that, I'm going to say that I do think it really is all of our responsibility to make sure that we take care of our after-school educators, because they're doing important work to keep our children off of the streets and out of trouble. So I'm going to thank you in advance for your very generous support. I'm going to thank my husband, Roman, my brother-in-law, Karan, my partners and colleagues from Sullivan and Cromwell, my fellow board directors, all of the wonderful people who work at PACE, and last but not least, I'm going to say to my 4-month-old son, who is here, and he's been pretty quiet, that giving back to your community is really one of the most important things that you can do in your life. And Mommy expects you to take your obligation very seriously to help and serve others. Thank you.